Federal workers would be among the hardest hit. Thousands of employees here in Rhode Island could be furloughed, while others would have to work without pay.
Eyewitness News reporter Kelly Sullivan is live in Newport. She's learned more about how a shutdown would affect the Naval Station and the people who work there.
Well, if the government shuts down in 2 hours from now, employees on base will still have to report to work tomorrow. However, the Naval Station Public Affairs officer tells us about 1,100 of those employees will be handed furlough notices. As time ticks away on an impending government shutdown, Governor Lincoln Chafee says Rhode Islanders will feel the effects, from transportation to health services.
So it will affect Rhode Islanders. It's very, very regrettable. It's unfortunate that down in Congress we can't get together and look at our economy and the fragility of it here in the United States. We want to keep it moving forward.
But if the shutdown does move forward, Eyewitness News has learned the Naval Station in Newport will also take a hit. The public affairs officer confirms approximately 1,100 civilian employees will receive furlough notices. Some facilities on base will remain open, like the gym and the post exchange, but the commissary will get rid of as many perishable items as it can before it closes at 7 p.m. Tuesday. Meanwhile, the War College and Naval Academy Prep School are still trying to figure out how they'll teach classes with most of their staff furloughed. And if the shutdown continues longer than a couple of days, the public affairs officer tells us there will be challenges. And it's those challenges, Governor Chafee says, could be avoided if Congress would just come to an agreement.
Oh, it's extremely frustrating. It's let's get on with the work at hand.
And we've learned there will be a meeting on base tomorrow morning at 8:30 to figure everything out. And as soon as we find out those details, count on us to pass along that information. Reporting live in Newport with the East Bay Mobile Newsroom, Kelly Sullivan, Eyewitness News.
We are learning about other impacts a shutdown would have here in Rhode Island. We're told about 330 civilian employees of the Rhode Island National Guard would be furloughed starting tomorrow. 130 employees who support mobilization, including the 143rd Airlift Wing technicians, would stay on the job.
We've learned the VA hospital in Providence will remain operational because it is pre-funded. It would not be immediately affected by a shutdown. However, the Roger Williams National Memorial would have to close tomorrow, though we're told there are no scheduled events there this week that they would have to cancel.
And here are some other potential impacts. National parks and federally owned museums would close, as would IRS call centers and most offices that handle federal grants and contracts.
Passport applications would be delayed. Applications for government-backed loans and gun permits could also face delays.
But it's also important to know that some key services would not be shut down, including Social Security, Medicare, and other entitlement programs.
Law enforcement, military, and intelligence agencies will remain open. Air traffic controllers and airport screeners will remain on the job, and mail service should continue uninterrupted.
Stay with Eyewitness News as we continue counting down to a possible government shutdown. We'll have the very latest on Eyewitness News this morning, starting at 4:30 a.m. over on WPRI 12. Plus, for updates around the clock, including more on the health insurance marketplace, which is a major point of contention in the budget battle, you can head over to WPRI.com.